And we are live with another SiX's social fix. Another special fix here tonight. We are honored and privy to sit down today with Totally Tucker. You may know him, you may not know him, but after tonight, you're gonna know him. And I'm just pulling up my chat. How you doing, Misty and John? And John, let me just get a few things popping over here and minimize that. What's up, Lindy? Thanks for coming. Black Cat Lover, what's going on? I'm just doing some back end stuff here. Why did that? I don't know why that did that. You know, tonight is a special night. Let me and Stellar, how you doing, brother? Good to see you. And let me send that link over to Tucker. And Tucker will be joining us momentarily. I will, let me pull up my side chat again here. Puck, what's going on? Cece, Quinny, Kathy, how you doing? There we go. Ooh. And how y'all doing? It's great to see everybody here tonight. It is a lovely Monday night. I hope everything today went off without a hitch for you guys. And do this here. E. Claire, how you doing? Thanks for coming in. Overwatch hype. And I'm sending that link there now. Yep, there you go. You know, it's a great thing when we can find great folks here. Come on now, send over there. Wait a minute. Yeah. Hopefully that's sending. Okay, let me so I sent a link over to Tucker, and he shall be joining us momentarily here. Yeah. I don't know why my computer's running so slow here. The heck. Yeah. 10:03. Yeah, all right. That's good. Yeah, Stellar, exactly. you doing? All right, let's see if that works. Yeah. Yeah, Tucker, I sent you one, brother, there on the string we had earlier. And you should be getting that. Let me switch that to live there. There we go. Not authorized. What the heck? Let me try here. That's weird. I sent you another link. There. I don't know why that's not. All right, let's see there. And try that one. I was having trouble with this earlier. I don't know why that's doing that. Hola, Fuji, and Susie. All right, let me try copying that again, Tucker. All right. All right, Tucker. Let me paste that new one up there. See if that goes there. There we go. Tanya Z. All right, Tucker, try that one now, brother. Spirits, hi. Yeah, have fun there. And there he is. Oh, you're muted, Tucker.
Works like a charm.
Works like a charm. Thank you for that. Now we figured it out. I'm totally illiterate when it comes to that. Tucker knows. It's a good thing that I hooked up with you earlier. Thank you, Tucker. Totally Tucker. Not just any Tucker, the one and only Tucker. And I'm very pleased to have you here. And thank you for the opportunity sitting down with me tonight, Tuck. I know you're a busy man, and I really appreciate it.
No problem, buddy.
And how you doing today?
Doing really good. I feel good. Happy Monday to everyone in the side chat.
Yes.
And, yeah, thanks for having me on. This will be fun.
Absolutely, absolutely. You know, I always say you meet amazing people on this platform. I've become very fond of you and your channel, and folks, I'll be dropping a link in the description below to go support Tucker over there. He is one of my newfound. As I said, I've become very fond of you, Tucker. You shoot straight. You tell how it is. I want to commend you on your hangout yesterday. I'm very much. What are you going to do with that? Are you going to edit that? Are you going to bring it back up or what? You know you can.
Well, I tried doing it.
Did you?
And they nailed me worldwide just for one song. And
oh, DC. Boy, there's easy, huh?
yeah. So I did try editing it. Would you believe it's still processing?
Really? Well, normally I think when I've had things like that, it will take around a day or two. So I think you'll be all right. You may. I think you'll be okay. Especially if you reacted within 24 hours, they take that into consideration. You know, Google looks at everything. Uh,
Oh, right on.
so, we can say, to start off, we can say, unfortunately, but farewell to Hangouts come August 1st. They will be implementing a new chat system, which I'm not sure. I'm not really too sure about all the logistics of it, but it should be very interesting to see what they do with it. What's your take on all that?
I sat down with a few people and tried to figure out the new format.
Yeah,
They finished it. I didn't. I just, it was like filling out mortgage papers. It was long.
yeah,
So come August 1st, I have no idea what anybody's going to do,
yeah,
how this is going to work. None of it. So
yeah.
we'll just have to wait and see, I guess.
Absolutely. Well, I hope you had a great day up there in Canada. How was the weather up there? How's it been? It's been really humid here, but we're getting a break, so we're.
It's not too humid here, but it gets hot during the day and then it cools down to like 56, 60 at
Yeah,
night. So
yeah. That's perfect too at night. Good for cooking out campfires.
yeah, yep, yep. Yeah, it's nice at night, but it gets just as hot as anywhere.
Yeah, absolutely. Um, and welcome everybody to the side chat. We appreciate you coming in and listening here with Tucker and myself. Again, I haven't been around that long in this community. I've been having a ball learning about folks and keeping my ear to the ground. I'm very fortunate to have made a lot of new friends here. How you doing, Awesome Hooker? Good to see you. It's how you doing, Karen? Kathy, go up there. I like to try to see if I can hit everybody up there. And anybody else that I missed, I appreciate you coming in tonight.
We should, we should we should actually forewarn everybody that this is unscripted. Our conversation was ask me whatever you want.
Yeah,
So if I stick my foot in my own mouth, just please forgive me now.
I do that often. How you doing, Andrew? Yeah, and again, I thank you for coming on tonight. I built this talk show uh, to do good here because I see so much anguish and I see so much just toxicity on the platform, unfortunately. But in any community, you'll have this. With that being said, I see. I don't know what it is, but I see a lot of myself in you. I like to know what I'm talking about before I open my mouth. I like to get some data, get some facts, and be real with it. Tell it how it is. And I believe I'm a truth seeker. I'm not here to step on anyone's toes. I'm not here to make war. I'm here to try to make peace. And I think that I've been told by a few people that it's good. I like what you're doing, so I've kept it up. And I'm not a professional. Again, none of my interviews are scripted. This is all off the fly, and that's the way I like to do it. And how you doing, Dave? And John, great to see you guys here in the chat. How you doing, Lisa Pagel? What's going on? And I want to start off. My format is pretty simple. And I think, and this is, hey Simon, how you doing? I think that it's great to learn about people and learn about where they come from. And that being said, where did you grow up? Let's talk a little bit about your family life. Growing up, your parents. Do you have any siblings? Things like that.
I was born and raised in Toronto, Ontario.
Oh, Maple Leaf fan.
Yeah, absolutely. My family is large. My parents were born in Ontario. My grandparents immigrated from Ireland and Scotland.
Mm.
And that's my lineage. And from Toronto, we moved to BC,
Okay.
and yeah, I miss Ontario. Um, you could sit me anywhere, and ultimately, it doesn't matter. I used to be known. I had another channel called Dave Displaced, and I used to make parody videos.
Hmm.
And I was a mean mofo.
Well, none of us have. There. That's right. Well, hey, you know what? It's all about learning where you come from, and bettering yourself, and learning from what you go through. That's at least what I've found.
Yeah.
But I understand parody videos. What happened? Did you go a little too far a few times? What happened over there?
No, no, no. You know what? I think I can speak to a lot of people. Um, you get in your headspace when someone says "seeker of truth" to me. That actually describes me.
Yeah,
And back then,
yeah,
I was seeking the truth, meaning this: if I could point something out to somebody, I would point it out, whether it was positive or negative.
yeah,
I was a big advocate of, we call it e-begging. I didn't like that because oh damn it, I'm gonna turn that off because I was a big because I'd seen so many scams and disingenuous people and people that needed help, and we helped them out only to find out that they didn't have cancer, they didn't die, they don't have any children they needed, like every story under the rainbow.
yeah.
And I developed a real anger for that kind of shenanigans. And nah. I'm sorry, you guys. Hang on, let me just turn this off.
So don't worry about it. Street
Um,
Labs, baby. Thanks, guys, for going over and showing that love. Hi, Tess. How you doing, honey?
So, that was my experience in the beginning. I met a lot of great people too. Oh,
Yeah,
I actually did. And some of them are nice and some of them are not so nice, but I still like them as people. I reserve that
yeah,
to myself.
yeah.
Um, I retired early because I was given the golden watch and I said, hell yeah, hell yeah, hell
Right.
yeah. And then I got sick. And so, I would spend some time doing parody videos, and part of that was actually learning the software.
Right.
So, so when I came into Boit or YouTube or whatever, it was already toxic.
Yeah,
It was already there. I guess maybe I added to it, or I don't know. But I tried to make them funny and humorous, but I'm sure they weren't funny or humorous to the person involved.
of course.
As it always is.
So you
And
were trolling.
yeah, sure. You call it that.
Yeah,
And, then after careful evaluation and a lot of deep thought, I saw a brighter side to YouTube that's slowly eroding away again. And like I said, I met a lot of great people. I really did. And a lot of them are in your side chat right now. And I've known them for years and years and years.
yeah,
And they as well have made their mistakes and they've grown and all of that. And so that's who I used to be. And I just don't want to do that stuff anymore. I want to have fun. I want to meet people like you. You're interested in motorcycles, camper vans, Star Wars, Star Trek, cooking. I don't give a shit.
yeah,
Share your interest, and chances are I'll be interested in you. And we've actually taken, I would like to keep the social in social media because it's become antisocial.
yeah, yeah. Again, a lot of toxicity, a lot of keyboard warriors,
Yep.
a lot of folks that just like to stir the pot. Um, well, what about like now? Like I said, I can't help but see some of me and you as far as morals and as far as just carrying yourself to a degree where you don't. I don't like to prejudge people at all. I don't. Again, I'm not a toe stepper. Uh, you know, a lot of people have said, well, you know, you're too nice. You know, you lie kind of on the fence when it comes to arguments and whatnot. And that's true. I don't think I'm on the fence. I think I'm clinging to the rings of the fence, trying not to fall. But I just try to look at every angle, you know, and
Well, that's because you learned that early, where I learned it late.
really, how so?
Because
Because I don't feel like I've learned it. Like I'm
well,
just hanging on.
this is why people sit on the fence, and this is why maybe I used the wrong word. I said I was apathetic to the things that go on YouTube. That's not necessarily true. I'm apathetic to the bullshit that goes on YouTube, but the people that are truly, sincerely need some help or a shoulder or something like that, I'm not apathetic to them. Those are the people that I like and I want to get to know.
Yeah.
And I can only go from my own experience. I have seen so many people, even the ones that reside in your own side chat here, been lied about, stories told that are completely inaccurate. Completely inaccurate.
Yeah.
And sometimes they're just straight out lies. That why would I want to cast an opinion of myself on something that I know to be a lie? Or excuse me, or something that I don't actually have any proof of.
Yeah.
So if I cast an opinion, it's because I personally know something maybe somebody else doesn't.
Exactly.
But I'm not going to give an opinion on somebody based on hearsay because there's just too much of it. So that's why I sit on the fence.
Yeah. And
Because,
like I said, I'm the same way. I literally, I just can't. There's so much shade being thrown everywhere.
Mhm.
Whether it be the gaming community, you know.
Oh, the gaming community. That's where I originated from. Oh my God. Don't even go there.
Oh, really? Well, let's go there. What about the guy? I didn't know that.
You think Boyd is bad or this community, the gaming community that
Oh, it's brutal. It's brutal, and you know we've been, you know, especially. I mean, you're getting into an era now where a lot of females are streaming and playing and gaming as well, and they get so much static for it. And it's like, you know, I've been gaming for 25, 30 years, and it's so nice to have two sexes playing a game to actually mingle it up and learn and like have friends.
Yeah.
It's not always everybody, you know. Again, we were talking about it in Lindy's panel last night. Guilty by association. Just because a man and a woman walk down the street together doesn't mean they're having sex. Or, you know, it's ridiculous. But yeah, you're absolutely right. The gaming community. I mean, the Boyd is bad. Can be bad in toxicity level wise, like any community, the RV community, the LGBT community.
You know what? You know what I've actually noticed? There are subtle differences, and I'll tell you, these are the differences that I've noticed. I know a very large amount of people in, we'll call it the drama community,
Yeah,
okay? And they have their fights and they do their shit, and doxing happens, and lies happen, and arguments, and all kinds of stuff, scams, and everything.
yeah,
That is the exact same thing happens there. But
yeah,
the difference between those two communities is they seem to always rebound where we don't.
yeah,
We hold vendettas for years and years, where they rebound really fast, may take them months or whatever, but
yeah,
they rebound from the shit.
yeah,
And we don't seem to do that. We seem to hang on to it for a long time. And I like the integration of communities. It gives it expands people's minds because you get to see the differences. And like I've noticed a big change, at least in the community that I'm from and the friends that I know. It's I don't know. I guess it's because all the people that I know I've known for 3, 4, 5, 6 years, and
yeah,
maybe they've just had their fill of the bullshit too.
yeah.
You know.
Yeah, and that's what it is. I mean, I think that again, in any community, you're going to have those. You're going to have your trolls and whatnot, and your bullies, different things like that. but it's up to that individual to kind of wade through that and make their way out of there. It's something I've seen many of my friends, who try to get just not just in like on this platform as far as channel, but like even in social media. A lot of times folks can't get out, so social media is the one way to communicate for people. And I think it behooves all of us to understand that it doesn't matter if someone's 2,000 miles away, 5,000. It doesn't matter. Friendships that you earn here and develop are important, and they're real people. We are not, we're not LED lights in a string here, but we are connected. We
Well,
are.
absolutely. I mean, in the Boyd, I mean, we've got so many different people. We've got, everybody's on here for their own reason and motivation. Some are ill, can't get out of the house. Some are elderly, don't have many friends, don't get out of the house. Some are financially in trouble, physically in trouble, and some are emotionally in trouble. And you can see that. I won't mention the channels, but you can actually see that based only on their behavior. And then you've got trans people and people that belong to the LGBTQ community. So I mean, you've got such a mix of people that you're bound to piss somebody off.
Absolutely.
As I do daily. So. And everybody has history down here now.
Yeah.
There's no fresh, what would you call it? Clean slate, because everybody's been around for 3, 4, 5 years. We all know the skinny on each other.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, exactly. And, like we were saying in Lindy's interview, when people start formulating lie after lie after lie, it's so hard to remember what you said from day to day. It really discredits you as a person. So that's one thing, again, like my father always told me, just be honest. You're the only one that lives with yourself 24 hours a day. So make sure that you live your life in a good manner, because do you want to be remembered as a scumbag, or do you want to be remembered as a good, upstanding, person? Unfortunately, like I was saying, some people, like the great quote from Batman, some people just want to watch the world burn.
Yeah.
And
well, I mean, the only thing that the changes that I implemented to myself are simply this. It's just time I talk the talk. Now it's just time to walk the walk. That's it. That's all it's about. But nothing more than that. I feel better laughing with people than I do kicking them in the sack. And it's real easy math. I feel better laughing and liking the people that I like than going on a rampage of anger. And I'm not saying I won't do that. I'm just saying I'm trying not to. Yeah. And that's why I throw that word apathetic out all the time. It's not that I don't care about people, because I do. It's not that I don't worry about people that are ill or financially in trouble, because I do. I actually do. But the bullshit part of YouTube, the actual, can I use the word fuckery?
Yeah.
I'm not into that. If you got something to say and you stand by 100%, I'll listen. But if you're just telling me for giggles, don't even waste my time. Don't waste my time with, tell me something truthful and earnest in your heart, I'll listen. But if you're just gonna just here to cause problems, then I'm not gonna listen, because I don't care. I just don't care.
Yeah.
I've seen everybody's on the defensive now, because there's always someone calling the other person out, and we're all in defense mode.
Yeah.
And it's kind of sad, because like you said, social media, it's not social anymore. It's antisocial. Yeah,
it is. And it can be devastating to folks. There's so much, again, we often, in all communities, keyboard warrior or armchair warrior they're all over. And we were saying last night on Lindy's panel, I had mentioned that, she asked me if anything got resolved in your hangout the other day, and I had to answer. Well, I don't think maybe small little battles here and there because of a third eye perspective, maybe for certain individuals, but I don't think the war will ever end. And
Nope.
it's up to us. In my opinion, it's up to us as truth seekers to kind of bring a new twist to not only the boy, but because, as I said, I'm 42 years old. I come from the gaming community. I play with a lot of younger folks. Hi, Miss Zombie. How you doing? Holly, welcome. I see you, Minnow. I see you. And over time, we're going to end up, the ones that are caught up in a lot of drama because it's as you I think as you advance on this platform, the more people you know, the more people will get to hate you, the more people will get to like you.
I'll express this one thing. I'll out this. I am very vocal about the people that I like.
Yeah,
I really am. And even if they do some shady stuff, it doesn't matter because I know another part of them that maybe other people might not see.
right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have never been shy about saying I like Lindy. Why do I like her? Many reasons.
Why do I like? Yeah, right.
Many reasons. The mere fact that I made that statement, I got 3 of the nastiest emails I've ever read. I'll let Lindy guess who those emails were from. Seattle.
I don't know.
And we'll just run with that. What was my sin? I said, I like Lindy. Yeah, but she does this, this, and this. I know. But she also does this, this, and this.
Yeah.
What do you do? What do you do? What do you do with somebody? I'll talk metaphorically. What do you do with somebody that goes in and robs a bank at gunpoint, runs out down the street with the money, sees a child in the middle of the street, drops the money on the side of the street, and then runs out into traffic and saves the child from getting hit by a car?
Yeah.
Now you decide.
Yeah. That's not an easy one. You have. It's not. You got to look at, and that's and if the thing is, and like you were saying, and that stems back like how you were saying, how you initially came into YouTube, which was my question after where you grew up and all that. You see, we can roll pretty well here together.
Because I got tired of being left in a barn on Daisy. They'd steal all my stuff, make me drink bleach, and then run away.
Oh yeah, yeah, he looks great, doesn't he? And that's funny that but the toxicity level is something that we see so much of. I know there's arguments going on right now. I won't mention any names. I mean, we may mention them later, but you got the different. There's all sorts of different personalities here. You got you have Elvis Travels, who's on his way down to Mexico, which I swear he's going to get jumped down there with his mouth. But it is what it is. It was funny today. As you know, I interviewed Rosie O'Kelly. Was actually my first one-on-one. And somebody in the side chat in her hangout today says, "Well, I heard that Elvis is coming into the rancho," and boy, did she dodge that question. She was just like, and I love Rosie, but she was just like, "Well, I don't know anything about that. I'm going to be doing a lot of traveling." But I'm pretty sure I've heard in the last maybe a month ago that that was a plan for him to come there. But so it'll be interesting to see what happens there. What's up, Cooper? How you doing?
Oh, it's. I have a feeling it's going to happen.
Oh, it's going to happen. Great video earlier, Cooper. Cooper chats in the chats.
And Cooper.
Yeah, I definitely think it's going to happen there, Tucker. Again, I like Rosie. I have no qualms about saying it, as much as the static that she gets, especially nowadays. You just can't control Tucker, no problem. But people are who they are, and they hang out with certain people for certain reasons. And will we ever know the true reasons? I don't know.
Well, because if anything, all these communities give you pause for thought, and they're thought provoking. They generate the neurons in your brain to try and think a little further. I mean, we've got so many topics to table at any one time.
Yeah.
The trans group, the camper group, the cooking channels. I mean, there's so many topics, and I mean, hopefully people take away something positive from it. They don't always. I don't always.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm always sticking my own foot in my own mouth, and and it's true. Everybody knows it. I can see everybody on their computers just going, "Oh my God, did he really say that?"
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh yeah.
So, hey Jack, it's just
Hey Jack.
It's just the way it rolls. It's just the way it rolls. I'm a believer in this, and it's rarely done because there's so much distrust.
Yeah.
If you have a problem with me, don't email me because I'm going to miss the point. Or don't even text me on my phone because I don't see the language and the context in what you're trying to say it. Talk to me one-on-one. Chances are 99.9% it'll be resolved on the spot.
Yeah.
That's it.
I figured because I'm the same way. I don't like to. I'm a type of individual. I don't like to go to bed angry. I like to solve my issues. I can't sleep that well if I have, if I get into a scuffle with one of my friends or something. That bothers me. I hold my friends very dear to me. It's one thing. I am, as I said, I grew up in a great family. I was adopted. My parents adopted me right away. They tried 3 times before me and had 3 girls and no success for a boy. So my father wanted a boy. So they went and adopted me, and I couldn't have been happier. I had a great upbringing. My father, unfortunately, died last year of diabetes. And my mom's currently fighting bone cancer, which is another reason why that cuck LCD can shove it. And I'll say that everybody knows I don't step on toes. I'll step on your toes, brother. Actually, I'll stomp on your foot because I don't appreciate people faking diagnosis for health reasons, as far as, well, I have this and that. No, you don't. I don't care what you say. I've Unfortunately for him, I came in there, and I will admit it. I came in there. I subbed up. I was in there. I heard a particular video from Dave the Fisherman that was very charismatic, talking about the trolls of the round table and the King of Boyd and I didn't know any better. I came in there and blah blah blah, and that's where I found Kat, the Glamorous Life. We befriended each other, and from there, I just kept my ear to the ground. I didn't make any assumptions on anyone, and I still don't.
Well, I can actually speak directly on this from a logical point of view, and your side chat's going to have to help me out.
Yeah, thank you, Barbie, for that $100 donut, sweetheart. You don't need to do that. Thank you.
I don't remember a time. Let's just go back 5 years, unless I'm forgetting something. People in your side chat, I don't remember ever any one person having such a divisive impact on our little community that actually managed to separate friends that have known each other for years, groups that have known each other for years. And did this happen before and I'm just forgetting? Because I think this is like the first time for me where I can attribute, I'm mad at Jack. But then if you follow the line, I'm not actually mad at Jack. If you follow the line down, it leads to a few people.
You're mad at Jack from other people.
Right. And he's mad at me. But then if you follow his line, Do you know what I mean? The route always leads to the same place.
Yeah.
And actually, it's got nothing to do with him, and it's got nothing to do with me. Or I'm mad at Stellar. Follow that line and figure out why. And I actually figured it out.
Yeah.
So, and there's 3 names, not just one. Now there's 3 names that lead back to that little package. I don't remember that ever happening before.
Yeah.
Unless I've forgotten. So.
Yeah, and I don't know. Like I'm new. I came in late to the game, so I don't know. Hi, Joe. How you doing? And BG, hi, honey. How's the Duke doing today? Yeah, I mean, it's like at the amount of drama, it seems like no matter what you're doing, there's always got to be a hint of drama, whether you be the spice maker or not. And it's one of those things, like we were saying, Tucker, you get a lot of static.
Yep.
Now, let me ask you this. What community, or I'm not, we don't need to say any names, but like, what community have you gotten the most static for with all this? Because
my own
community.
My own community.
Interesting. How so? I mean, obviously you're going to get trolled, Tucker. Obviously you're going to be.
The trolls are my friends.
Yeah, I know. Trolls can be friends. But like,
well, I can tell you this, like, I if you want me to put it out there, I'm just going to put it out there. There's a lot of us that are white knighters. Say call it what it is. Say we're horrible people. We're not horrible people. Whatever. It's 50-50 split. There's a lot of us that are searching for the truth, of which we're never going to find it.
Yeah.
Like, we're not. So there are people that want to defend and be righteous. They want to. It's ingrained in them.
Right.
And it's disturbing and disappointing that we actually can't do shit. And that's the truth of it. As hard as they try, or I tried, we had no impact on anything at the end of the day. Zero.
Yeah.
A lot of us were castrated. A lot of us were held up. It's always that 50-50 split. So we actually didn't change a damn thing. We didn't.
Yeah.
Through all the parody videos and through all the information that's bantied about, and for all the, look at this, and then, follow this, and then look at that, and then go over here and look at this. We used to do things like that, trying to provide an accurate assessment of what someone was doing. And it didn't do a thing. It really didn't. So that's why I'm apathetic to the bullshit, because I've already determined that I am going to have zero impact. So I might as well just enjoy my time with the friends that I've made and my old friends, and laugh and giggle and shit talk, and, and just have fun. Yeah. You know what, Jack? You can't shame a psychopath. You exactly 100%. Nor can you debate someone with a mind like that. You can't do it.
Yeah.
So you need to. So you just got to do that now, because it's just not going to happen.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen.
Well, with certain individuals, however, I have to say, I think that you underestimate yourself, and everybody may underestimate themselves. I have to disagree to a point where I mean that I think that what you do, just having fun, like what you just said, like, and just getting out of all that, just doing your thing, having fun with friends, but you're changing people without knowing about it, Tucker. Don't underestimate yourselves, and no one in the side chat underestimate themselves, because you can make a difference. I'm working on my first uploaded edited video for tips that help me quit smoking cigarettes after 25 years. And I don't care if 10 people come in and watch it. I don't care if 1,000 people come in and watch it. As long as, if I can help one person, and I don't need any emails or anything like that, or saying, well, I took the. I don't care if it helps you, it helps you. I think that a lot of us get so I would say our minds cluttered because we're being attacked from all angles, or we're being asked questions from all angles, that we forget that the way we respond, as I always said, actions are stronger than words, but words are the stepping stone to actions. I believe that you do make a difference. I do believe that you do change people, and just because you don't hear about it, don't underestimate yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I don't know. I don't necessarily know about that, but I mean, I sure as hell like to have fun, and I sure as hell love parody videos, even if they're about myself.
Yeah, of course.
You
Of
know,
course.
and because I've seen it all before and I've done it myself, and
Right.
I think the problem, we'll call it the old boys and girls club, the old boys and girls club. I guarantee that they are so saturated with the bullshit that they see that they're tainted now. And that's kind of sad because I was tainted too. I'm no longer I'm suspicious, and so are they.
Right.
And they're critical, and so are they. And I'm always looking for the angle, and so do they. But when I first met them, we were just a bunch of little kids in a sandbox having fun, didn't give a shit whether what you did, where you come from, we didn't care.
Yeah.
But these people are saturated by so much bullshit that if they were trusting before, they're certainly not trusting now. And
Yeah.
there's a reason for it.
Yeah.
If they were nice people then and they're not so nice people now, I guarantee there's a reason for it. They're saturated by attacks, bullshit. After 5 years that I know of, that would be my assessment of the fantastic people that I personally have met.
Yeah. How long have you been on the YouTube platform now? Totally. Like as far as started streaming.
In total?
Yeah.
Oh, streaming.
Yeah.
I guess, I don't know, maybe a year and a half I actually started streaming. I didn't even know what streaming was.
Yeah.
But I used to make videos. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've been around since, I don't know, 2013, 14, something like that.
OG boy. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, these like Stellar, I've known him for a long time. Lindy, Brad, Jack, Greg.
Yep. Hello, Brad. Hello, Cassidy. Hello, J. Greg Campbell. Welcome, guys. Mojo, good to see you. Anybody else I missed? I did miss somebody. I know I did.
Yeah, some of the people I've known for a year or more,
Don?
and some of them I've known for a long time. And I've never experienced this amount of strife ever and separation of friends that were friends about one person or three people. Never.
I see you, Ginger. Yeah, I agree. Well, I think that, even coming, like you had said, see, I'm the same way. I tried to, I try to better myself every day. I make mistakes constantly. I understand, like you had said, you came in and you were making parody videos, and it's not funny to the person, maybe per se, but it's fun. And I do enjoy parody videos very much. Actually, one of my favorite parody, I'll give a shout out to Anthony Dornbecker, just because his videos are great. I don't know a lot about the guy, but he hasn't done anything in a while. But he and Brad Silverdog. Let me just give a shout out to Brad Silverdog there, because Brad tells it how it is. He's a straight minded individual. He's well spoken. He's respected around here, as you are. It's funny to see, and the funny thing is, like Brad was saying last night, or on your panel. I'm sorry, the other day. He doesn't see any need to troll people, but there's certain individuals that just earn it. You know what I mean? And Elbow and LCD are definitely are two of them. I mean,
yeah, throw Bergs in there too.
No, Berg's in there. Let's throw Berg's in there. I don't know much. I don't know anything about Berg's. Now? Let's talk about Berg's. Who is Berg's? What's your relation with him? Like I see him the other night. He was coming at you and Lindy's panel last night, and she and pretty much everyone there was defending you.
All I'm going to say is you got to do this yourself. Go and watch one of his own hangouts, and you will want to bang your head off your wall. You will. This guy has problems, and I mean, and they're deep. And they're deep. That's why I say, you know what? Someone suggested this to me. I understand this, and I'm very sympathetic. Here's where I'm going to get myself into trouble. You have, and everybody has a problem, whether it's their mental state, depression, maybe they're autistic, maybe they have something going on inside. Maybe they're going through a divorce, maybe they have a medical problem. And you know what? I know lots of people that have an issue in their psychology that may or may not be dealt with drugs. I got to watch my words here. Yeah. And then there's a dark side to that. There's a darker side to that. There are people that have mental issues or problems, I find very pleasant, very articulate, and nice to be around. Most of 99% of them. And then there's that 1% that is just flat out, just dark. And Bergs is, Bergs is one of them. That's my assessment on him. He is the dark side, and in a complete embarrassment to anybody that may or may not have an ailment of a mental nature. So you watch him for yourself.
Yeah, no, yeah, I hear you, and that's what I always do. I don't ever. He said, she said, whatever. Everyone has their own. See, that's the thing. Everyone has their own opinions, and so I like you do, and as you will always respect. It's you got to, like you said, you got to hear it for yourself. You got to get in there. You gotta just see it for yourself. Hello, Kathy. I saw you earlier. M. Turner, how you doing?
You know what? If I had a request for my own community, I will say this publicly. One or a small group of people have infiltrated and changed the very fabric of the friends that I used to know, based on their character, their charisma, their loyalties, their merits, their morals, all of it. I would like them to get back to this platform, meaning just let it go. I think we're all on board. And I think finally now we all know what's going on.
Yeah.
And I personally will not judge you on your transgressions. Don't judge me on mine, and we'll all be just fine and back to normal. And I'll back my ass up into the fire for you.
Yeah.
Just like that.
Absolutely.
We've been led astray, led down a road, separated based on our own experience and morals, I might add.
Right.
And that's the way we ended up. I have lost many, many friends. And those people that I'm speaking to have also lost many, many friends. And they will deny, but I know they hurt. They'll never tell you that. But
yeah.
So that would be my request. Cooper, stop trolling.
I see him down there. I see you, Cooper. Sugar, great to see you. And Mrs. Zombie, if I did not say hello, I am sorry, honey. It's great to see you, as always. And I said hello to Ginger, but I'll say hello to her twice. And yes, good night, BG. Thank you very much. Mama T, how you doing, honey? Great to see you, Wendy. I hope you are well. Hello, Life with Diane. Great to see you. Well, wait a minute now here, Tucker. I have been privy to the knowledge that you have trolled Bergs before. His parents at the time. I'll just say that.
Oh, me?
Yes.
That's completely untrue.
Oh, okay.
I have never spoken to Bergs outside of a side chat ever.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
No, what about green rooms? Now I know
No,
that.
not even a green room. If he's in a green room, I won't have it. He is that ridiculous that I can't even wrap my mind around it.
Yeah.
That never happened. Never happened.
All right. Well, all right. What about Cassidy? Yes. And take care. Yeah. What about? All right. Now, Vinny G. Let's talk a little bit about him. Where does he fall into play in all this? And I'm only bringing him up because I want folks to be familiar that aren't familiar. Like I don't know a lot about him. I see kind of like a 50-50 on Vinny. Like it's like half the people have something negative to say, half the people have positive. What's up with Vinny G? Like what is going on with that?
You know what? Okay, this is my assessment of Vinny. I am very, very, very fond of Vinny.
Yeah.
He's funny. He gets himself into trouble all the time. Sometimes he gets off the rails, but you know what? Don't we all? But as a person,
Yeah.
I'm glad that he's my friend. And can he fight? Oh, hell, he can fight like the first time I met that guy, we duked it out. And I know this is no lie. We duked it out like old-fashioned mofos. I called him every name under the book. I think I even made some names up. And he did the same. He called me every name he could think of. That's a true story. But you know what? He's dear to me based on his personality and based on the things that I know he's done that nobody else knows.
Right.
I can't. If you ever wonder why maybe I get upset and nobody knows why, it's because I have too much information.
Oh,
and that's my experience. I'm going to just throw him right under the bus. I know for a fact that guy has helped out so many people financially with hard old cash that it would flip you right on your ass. I don't know if anybody else knows that, but you just got thrown under the bus, Vinny. But that means a lot to me because that means the guy's got a heart, and I know he's got a heart.
Yeah.
He has a family. All the other stuff that's said about him, I can't even chime in on that because is it this way or is it that way? I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, popular demand is I'm on here 24 hours. I'm telling you, I'm not. I actually know very little of the goings on that happens on YouTube. I can't keep track of it. I can't. So yeah, that's what Vinny means to me. I know a lot of people are mad at him for various reasons. And another thing, I was actually there. Everybody was there. It was Vinny that called from Australia, and it cost him like $50.
Oh, geez. Oh my God.
But you see how the disinformation, but he wears that proudly. I might add. He's got no problem with that.
Interesting.
But do you see how through the grapevine you thought I did it?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know. That's just what people said. That's why I ask. I don't assume. You know what I'm saying?
I can tell you, I would not spend 5 cents on a long distance bill calling him. So, you know, that's the truth. My interaction with Bergs is simply a good old FO in the side chat.
Yeah. FO. I never use that. I gotta use that. Hi, Jacques.
I'm saying that because I would like your chat to be monetized.
Oh, well, yeah, I understand. Don't worry about it. It's all good.
But yeah, I mean, you know, I'm very fond of Vinny, and I don't mind stating that. And I can sit here and rhyme out for 8 hours who I like.
Yeah.
So based on their own merit, you know, good and the bad too. I mean, people say, yeah, but they did this, but they did that. Well, I don't care. So
yeah. Hey, Nova, what's up, brother? Yeah, that's interesting. So I'm reading the comments down here. Let's talk a little about what is this? Let me go back up here. Rabbi Aaron says, when someone is lashed on your coattails, you get used to them being around, huh, Tucker?
I don't know who's latching on.
I'm assuming.
Listen, I have 2,000 subs. I think I bought 1,100 of them. Okay, on the Korean sub me channel. So, what coattails? I'm just a shit.
I don't know.
YouTube.
I have no idea. I
I'm
don't
just
know who that is.
nobody. But I mean, my only advantage is I made friends on Boyd that I know, and I like them, and I hope they like me. I hope they like me, and that's it. I mean, I have 2,000 subs. That is a big old zero as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, I mean, I see. I'm a big believer of quality over quantity. I'd rather have. I've been very fortunate growing up in my life to have maintained, quite a bit of very, very close friends. Where I can. It literally takes me two hands, and that's how lucky I am. Normally, if you can go through life and have two, like one or two best friends, three friends that you can really trust, call
Yep.
it the middle of the night. You get locked up or something like that. Just throwing it out there. I have that, and I'm very fortunate of that. And I think that stems from how my father told me, you're the only one that lives with yourself 24 hours a day. So don't be conniving, don't be deceitful, be very honest. Honest is the key thing here. And it precedes your reputation, so to speak. And I think that everyone can take a little slice of that pie.
Can I just answer someone in your side chat?
Take it away. It's your show, brother.
Miss Zombie, I have to mention this. You have to know this about me. I'm just not good with answering Twitter, equally email, and I get sent up Schitt's Creek for not answering texts. I'm known for that. Don't take it personally. I read it and literally forget to respond.
Yeah.
So don't be mad at me. And even in the side chat, I'll read what you say, think what I said, and then I won't answer you. But I think I did because I'm telepathic, right? And so please don't be offended because I do see what you say, and you are the last person I would ignore based on me knowing what you did.
Yeah.
Okay, I know
exactly.
And we'll just leave it at that. Okay.
Yeah.
I think you're a real sweetheart. Don't ever forget that. I know you were kidding. You think I'm going to pull a yes or no? I know you were joking. I just wanted to let you know that I am very bad at responding. Emails. It'll take me 6 weeks. Text. Oh, don't even get my phone number and text me.
Yeah.
I'll just look at it. Oh, okay. I got it.
Are you married, Tucker? Do you have any children?
I have 5, and I've been married. I had a bit of a separation. I went to Brazil for a while.
Ooh, I hear there's beautiful women in Brazil.
Oh, they are, but oh my Lord. But,
you get into trouble, Tucker. Don't go to Brazil. That's like,
I spent some time there. Yeah. And I can remember what happened. I was sitting there on a yellow plastic chair drinking this beer called Skull.
Okay.
And I looked up, and the entire sky was on fire, and I was on a beach. And the first thing that entered my mind was, you know what? She would just love this shit. She would just love this shit. She would just die to see this stuff. And I looked over, and she wasn't there. And I booked a flight 2 days later home.
Wow.
And that's how that went down.
Yeah, heartbreaking.
But then it's YouTube. Then he ain't got no wife. They left him 50 years ago. Okay.
Yeah.
And so it's that kind of rhetoric. You know what? If you're getting into Boyd, I wish you luck.
I get in everything, my friend.
It's going to be a bumpy ride. Stick a big pillow in the back of your pants.
Yeah. I'm not gonna. I may be kicked a lot, but I don't get butt hurt too much, as you guys have coined. Hi, hipster. How you doing?
Oh, I do. All you got to do to me is look at me sideways.
Yeah. Oh, as Lindy says, what you look coming at me sideways for?
That's right.
Oh, geez.
But you know what? As long as everybody can do this, there's always a negative to a positive. That's just the nature of the universe. But as long as you can keep the numbers, let's say 75% positive and 25% bullshit.
Yeah.
If you can keep it that way, you'll have a lot of fun. When it's a 50-50 for me, I'm out.
Yeah. And that makes sense too. You know, I think the same way. You know, like we talk about, you know, like talking about maintaining your composure. And cool. You know, I believe that there's two ways to handle things. You can handle things. Somebody comes at you or whatnot, has something to say. You can handle it with class, or you can look like an ass. And I think that it's how we handle ourselves. And then even if we handle ourselves in a ill-advised manner in the past, we can learn from that and kind of build on that.
Well, see, you don't know. When I was going schizo yesterday, I had to take this off because I bashed my teeth on it.
You bashed your blue snowball. No, that's not good.
So that's why I have that stupid thing here now, because I literally went like this and went, kunk.
Oh, did you? I didn't see that. Damn it. I was in there for like 3 hours, man.
Oh no, I had my little avatar up, and thank God something worked out for me.
Oh, you had it. You had it out. Yeah, good timing, right?
Yeah.
Oh, geez. And Ivy Rose, how you doing? Melton John. What about your thoughts on Melton John? Let's talk about the boy.
He is another person that I can't really. He is so out there that I view him as the darkest side of an illness.
Yeah.
That's all I say. I don't take that in any other way. I'm just saying that he has an illness and he chooses a very dark route.
Yeah. He's definitely interesting. Hi, Mobe. How you doing? D Wallow. What's up, dude? Joe King. How you doing? Hold on, Joe. And it's good to see you, Joe.
And whatever you do, here's some advice for you tech geeks. Do not ever buy a round mic.
No.
And I'll tell you why. Look at how that sits in the hand. Look at that.
Oh man. Well, you know what? It's not going to help because I know one of my friends uses that exact one and he hangs it around his neck. But then I guess you can just hang yourself with it. So either way, you can throw it or you can hang yourself with it.
Whatever. But you didn't see this part either. What the motherfucker?
I didn't see that part. I couldn't stay for the whole. Is that on there? Oh man! Wait till that processes, folks.
I'm deleting it. I'm editing that right out.
How many hits did you get on that hangout? You had to have almost 3,000 hits on.
Yeah, it was almost 3,000.
I figured it was. Oh man! Well, that was a great hangout. You know, I enjoyed. You know how you were kind of tired of the whole backroom stuff. You were trying to find out what the heck is going on around here.
Do you know what? They may not tell you this, but everybody else is tired of it too. But they're frustrated. They don't know what to do or how to approach it.
Yeah.
And and you know what? They're going to come to the same conclusion I do. It's just like, you're going to become apathetic to it and just say, you know what? Fuck. They're just going to be apathetic. Believe me, that time will come.
Yeah.
So all I'm here for is just like you, is to have some fun.
Yeah.
You know, and meet new people and explore what they're about, because there are a lot of people on YouTube that actually suffer, and there are a lot of people on YouTube that actually succeed. I would like to hear those too.
Yeah.
You know, I just got a promotion. I just bought a new car. You know, I just bought a farm that produces 4 heads of corn. You know, whatever. I like to hear the positive stuff too. But there's a lot of people that I am completely aware of, even though they try and hide it from me, that I know that they're suffering. And this is their outlet to not suffer.
Yeah.
Allow them that opportunity, please, because they need it.
Yeah. I agree. And I agree. And thanks for coming in, Joe King. I've known Joe King for a while now. It's good to have him in there. Johners, how you doing? Welcome. I'm glad everybody can show up here today to pick Tucker's mind, and I'm going to pick it. He has given me full force authority. to pick his mind, but I'm not going to go too deep because I don't want Tucker to get upset.
Then shit's going to happen.
Yeah, exactly.
No, but I mean, you can ask me anything you want. Anything you want. I have zero to hide.
No, absolutely, and that's what we're doing, and it's very lighthearted. We're not. You've been great. Thank you, Awesome Hooker, for that $9.99. Someone boot Tucker from the panel, please. He lives in a 400 square foot apartment with dollar store lights and a disco ball. Please and thank you. All right, I'm booting him right now, Hooker. He's out of here.
What maybe be? I can. That's a very good question, Laundry.
Duke's one of my favorite friends here I've met.
Duke, I'm one of those channels that has zero content. You will not see me on the back of a yacht showing you the Bahamas or an RV traveling the States. My hands are like this because of the operation I had. I was going to do I was going to do a how to make drinks until I actually videoed myself and spilt half of it on the counter, so I can't do that. So I actually have no content except to enjoy my friends. And that's why I started streaming, because side chats just weren't enough. So these venues allow me to talk to a person like four on a very personal basis. And I like that. Whereas before I just used to make videos. So the answer to that is straight. I don't have any content.
I disagree. I like your content. It's guns. It's guns. David Guns is in the chat. All right, Tucker, what's your phone number?
My phone number? Yep. 1-800.
Yeah. FUCKYOU. Yeah, I know that number.
Yeah. And but I mean, everybody's got my email address. You have a question or whatever, email me or call me out in a side chat or call me out on the panel.
Yeah, let's take a side chat pause for a Q&A for Tucker. If you guys want to drop a question down there in the side chat, please feel free to do it. We'll give you 1 minute. And I'll scroll back up and ask him.
Okay, hang on a second. I won't be able to read anything, but Cooper's pissing me off.
I'm going to mod him so you can't get rid of him.
And the mystery guest is...
Ooh! All right, we're going to do that. That's good. We're going into glasses mode.
Yeah. And without these, I can't see anything.
Ellie's Troll Account. Hi.
Hello, Ellie.
Savannah, how you doing? I want some dang David Guns freaking cast iron pizza around here.
The meaning of life is to live it, Ginger. That is the meaning of life.
That's a good, yeah. What else you guys got?
Here's another thought for you. Do you know that the universe is so vast and so huge that there is a chance that you might meet the exact same planet as Earth in the exact same universe with the exact same person that you are, right down to the cellular structure? That's how big the universe is.
So let me ask you this. Now, I studied plenty of astrophysics. Believe it or not. Believe it or not. I think that's where all the astrophysics knowledge is in my hair. So I have studied it, and now I am one to believe that if we are the only life in the entire universe, then that is one hell of a jump. I do believe that there is. I believe there's other Earths out there, like Earth-like planets, maybe with a little bit more water, maybe a little bit more land. And according to that, what it may be, I believe that it's possible to have different stages. There may be like an Earth-type planet that is far more advanced. There may be one that is just in the prehistoric or / caveman days. I think that it's definitely possible. What do you think? Do you believe in life beyond Earth?
Oh, I believe. I think that there's actually mathematics to this, and you talk about the speed of light, and it's something like you would have to travel 2,000 times the speed of light to visit
1/10
the distance of the universe.
Yeah, it's
And,
great.
like, the speed in which you would need to attain that is just off the charts. And I think that's why a lot of this stuff isn't established, because we're just not.
Yeah, well, we need to reach 30,000 miles per hour, which would attain light speed. And it's funny, the way that astrophysics puts it, your ship would need to be bigger than the amount of fuel. Actually, your ship would be the amount of. Let me
It
rephrase.
would be planet sized.
Yeah, your ship
It's
would
that energy versus mass
exactly
equation. So yeah,
exactly.
but
You know,
but I like comments like that and topics like that. I really enjoy, and I go to different communities to discuss those things.
yeah,
And
it's
but
clear.
if you're planning, if this is a community that you like and you want to join it and stuff like that, just try and maintain yourself. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
Because what's going to happen is I can predict this. There is a silent majority in these communities. They don't say anything.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
they'll say hello in the side chat and they might interact. But you will never get them riled up. They're the silent majority. They're just here to have fun. God help us all if they ever speak up en masse, because they're actually the ones that are really running the show.
Yeah. Yeah, I hear that. I hear that.
So-
Fuji says, if you had 3 wishes, what would they be?
If I had 3 wishes,
Fuji's one of my best friends, and I've never met Fuji. Actually, we're going to Vegas in October together with a few more friends. So that's going to be great. I've never been to Vegas, so interesting.
well,
But
one wish,
yeah.
I would wish that everybody on the planet got one wish.
Oh, that's a good wish.
And then the other 2, health would be second and wealth would be third. But that one wish that I gave everybody would accommodate their own needs.
Yeah, that's a good answer. That's a very interesting and good answer. I like that answer. I like that answer. What do we got here? Bending space theoretically. Go, yeah, well. Electron. Minnow says, I believe the Earth is an electron of an atom that makes up cells in a larger being. It's like, it's like,
doesn't it look like an atom?
huh?
Doesn't
yeah.
It all looks like an atom.
Yeah, that's true.
No, I'm not a grandfather yet, damn it. But I sure want to be.
Oh, it'll happen.
I hope so.
There you go, Stellar. Endless wishes. That way, money's what? Let me. I won't ask that. That's because that's political, and I don't want to get involved in that. Just you know what I'm saying.
Cooper Mallory's gonna beat that ass.
Cooper. I loved Cooper's video earlier. I watched it. I watched it today and left a comment.
I watched it this morning, and the first thing I said to myself is, "Oh my God, you asshat!"
He was. He definitely took it to her. I don't know what's going on with Mallory. There was talk about Mallory Williams yesterday a little bit. There was talk, and I had mentioned it on Lindy's panel about Tucker was just what Tucker respects Mallory. Has been a friend of her a long time. And again, I always own up to what I say. I don't lie. I don't hide nothing. I thought it was interesting though, because we talk about the progression here on this platform, and as you began to know Mallory and become friends, what she's doing now apparently is not it's not the same person you once knew. It's almost like, and I think you said it very well, It's almost like you're putting yourself in this long line where there's 1,000 people in front of you doing the same thing, and you're kind of like throwing shade at people. What is that all about? What's your take on all this?
Well, because there's a lot of channels like that, and you know what, I've changed. If I can change, so does everybody else. I think I'm a little bit better than I used to be, just a little bit, and so everybody else has changed a little bit too. And she's always been tenacious,
Yeah.
always, but her approach is different now, and I think it's all about the shock value. And there's nothing wrong with that, because
Right.
you know some people view social media as the actors guild, where you got to be, this is my character, this isn't really me, this is just a character. And I think that shock value grabs attention, especially when you really don't have anything to show.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I can't take you for a 4 mile walk. I can't take you in my Corvette. I don't have a Corvette. I'm just saying, I'm not, I'm just Joe average. Just, you know what I mean? Just, there's
Yeah.
nothing particularly interesting about me that I could show you that you go, oh, well, that's cool. I'm just like you guys, you know, talk shit sometimes. Sometimes we have table topics that are important. Sometimes we fight. Um, you know, and I told you the only reason I joined YouTube was because I got tired of being ass raped in the barn and all my guns and ammunition being stolen. And then they made me drink bleach on those damn Daisy.
Yeah.
You know, like that's just got fed up with it. And
Yeah.
I'm very thankful for the friends that I have made, even though
Me too.
sometimes they do nasty stuff.
Yeah. Me too. Me
And
too.
I do nasty stuff too.
What do we got? We got a question here.
I am adamantly opposed to butt plugs.
Lindy. Awesome Hooker says Tess said her dad felt differently after her dad's heart transplant. Do you? And if so, what? What do you feel differently about it? Let's talk about that now. Tucker, guys, if you did not know, recently had a heart transplant. I do know. That's when I first heard about you, Tucker. I knew that you had had a donor previously, and then it wasn't a good match, so you had to wait another few months or something, a point of period of time. And Tucker is a hashtag survivor, because heart transplants are not as simple. I mean, even with today's technology, any amount of things can go wrong, medications, different types of things like that. I want to talk a little bit about that. Give us
I was when prior to this, it's really difficult to benchmark how I felt. I just felt like shit. I
yeah.
would wake up in the middle of the night. I'd have to sit up to catch my breath. I couldn't walk 10 feet without putting my hand on a wall because I was just plain out of breath.
Yeah.
And I went, and this actually happened for well over a year. I felt this way, even though I tried to hide it. Someone outed me because I trusted them. Otherwise, nobody would have known I had heart problems.
Mm.
And so, anyways, I belonged to a heart program that they would monitor you. I would go once a month, and I just showed up there. They took my blood, did a few tests. The doctor walked in and said, I can't send you home. And
Ooh.
and I said, well, why? He says, well, you have, I can't remember the word he used, something failure, whatever it was he said. And I said, but I drove here in my car. He said, well, you're going to have someone pick up your car.
Oh, wow.
And I was actually in shock. I'm going, you're kidding me, right? You're kidding me.
Yeah.
Anyways, the end result is he let me drive home and drive my car home. And my wife had to drive me back. And as of that day, I didn't leave the hospital.
Yeah.
And it was horrible. I mean, these people bent over backwards for me. I'm telling you, I'm not a good patient. And
neither was my father.
it was horrible. I don't think I slept for 1 hour consecutively. There was nothing to do. I was chained to this pole with all these instruments and bags of stuff going into me. And I did that for, I can't even remember now, 40 days. And then on the 30-day mark, I think they said, we have a donor. And I actually went this far. They put me under. And I woke up and I had this huge tube in my mouth. and someone whispered in my ear, "Don't worry, you didn't have the operation." And I'm going, "Is this God?" You
Yeah.
know, and I couldn't speak because of this big fat tube. And then, so anyways, long story short, they took the tube out. Everything worked out, and I was checking out my body,
Yeah, of course.
and they had X marks where they were going, magic marker X marks where they were going to go in or whatever it was. And the reason that it didn't work out was the heart had been out too long.
Ah,
And then a few weeks later, I think it was a few weeks later, they said they found the perfect heart.
yeah,
And so I went through that process all over again. Having the operation was just, didn't even feel a thing,
yeah.
to be honest. And when the real shit went down was the recovery, because I was getting frustrated that I couldn't walk. I looked like a character from with the, they wear those fat suits and your hands are all fat and chunky.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I
From the
looked like.
office.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I couldn't get out of bed. And they would bring dinner, right? And I can remember this. It would be literally 1 inch beyond my reach,
yeah.
and I couldn't get it.
Oh my
Then
God.
when I finally got it, I would do one of these, and I make fun of everything. I had this is a spoon trying to eat. I can
Yeah,
remember that. It was humiliating.
that's crazy.
But they said that it's a process. You get better, and I am better, and I feel great.
Yeah, you look great, man.
Yeah, I mean,
That,
I sleep 8 hours.
that's great.
I can walk anywhere. The only thing I haven't done was run yet.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
because my wife says you walk perfectly normal, but inside, do you know what? I think I walked like the character from Pirates of the Caribbean, Jack Sparrow. I got that swagger going on
Yeah,
because I'm trying to keep my balance.
yeah.
And
Oh gosh.
and I have a lot of people, and I mean a lot of people, to thank for whatever they did. And I mean, I'll never forget it. I will never forget it. And I feel great. My mind is clearer than it's ever been.
Yeah.
I
Perfect
got,
heart.
yeah, and I got and zero rejection, which is not normal.
Yeah.
Not normal. They said 75%. I missed. This is what happened. Okay. Sometimes I miss the blood tests. And the reason why is because, I mean, they make me look like a friggin' crack addict. Like, I've got needle marks everywhere. I just wanted a break. Like, just give me a break. So I skipped one. And man, did they ever ream my ass out the
Oh,
next
they'll give you hell. Oh yeah.
And he said 75% of heart transplant patients have complications. You're lucky you have none. Don't miss another blood.
Yeah, I agree with them. I'm glad they were on your ass.
And apparently everybody, like 93%, have some form of rejection,
Yeah.
and I have zero.
Well,
So
that's amazing.
yeah, zero for me. And
Yeah, that is crazy. Well, we're glad that you have taken to that new heart well. That is no joke. That is one of the biggest, probably, procedures in medical science.
it was, but you know what? It wasn't. It wasn't the operation, because I was out of it. Didn't feel a thing, but the recovery, because they pump you full of liquid, right?
Yeah.
Losing that liquid was horrible. Losing that liquid. But
Did you ever do a transfusion at all or anything like that?
I don't know if I did, but I had to sign paperwork to.
In case that, yeah, I would too. Hey, you got to. If it happens, brother.
Yeah, to allow it, and I don't know how else. I feel like my old self again.
Yeah, you look great, man. You look like you've really come up. You have, healed very well. I wouldn't go. I agree, though. I wouldn't go like running down at the park, but maybe a light jog for just a few minutes. In the next few months, maybe in the next spring. I would just relax for the holidays are coming up here. I mean, just and do. Obviously, you know better than me. I'm just concerned. Everybody was concerned for you were getting very upset in your hangout, and and I know you saw the support that everyone was giving you, and I think that's a good thing. No, I don't want to do that now. Sean the Brit has a question. I went all the way back. What was your most memorable troll or funniest troll?
Mine?
Yeah. Sean wants to know. And then I got another question after that. Ginger wants to know what's the funniest thing that ties in. What's the funniest thing you've seen on Boyd? Probably a troll.
Okay. We used to know this guy. His name was AJ. And he swore, another mental case like Melton John, okay? Like a big screw loose.
Yeah.
He used to say he was part of this international band and he was the drummer, and like lie after lie after lie after lie. Also, he looked funny. And we trolled him, but I'm grateful because he made me laugh my ass off so many times. This guy was hilarious. And he was a Southerner. He was always coming to beat the shit out of somebody. I swear to God.
Yeah.
Tucker, if I ever meet you, I'm going to kick your hillbilly ass. I swear to God. I'm getting in my car right now. I'm going to kill you. And that's how it went. And he just was hilarious.
That's great.
And another one was Ghost Wolf Art.
Okay.
Because these guys are gonna hate my guts. But Art was funny. He was funny. He was funny as the day is long, man. Those were fun times, although they were trolling.
Yeah.
My best memorable event that I can actually think of.
Yeah.
Are two. There's a guy named RV Prepper Wayne that many of you might not know, but he was along the same lines of Nomadic Fanatic.
Oh God, yeah.
We're on a hangout with him, and there's this mystery guest, and their avatar is all cloaked in black, and they're talking in a totally different voice. They got the voice changer going. And then the dumbass puts his camera on, and I'm still going, Wayne, your camera's on, you dumbass. And he's sitting because he was trolling us for weeks. He was trolling us for weeks. I was sitting there going, Wayne, you dumbass, your camera's on. And all he could do was laugh.
Oh, Jesus, that's great.
Yeah, I mean, those are memorable moments, and I would love to get back to that fun time.
Look who's here. All right, look at Melton John. Melton John's all butthurt because Melton, I heard you're upset because you just got 1,000 subs. Nobody's sending you any money there, buddy.
Oh, and you got $100 on the super chat. 100.
He's pissed off, Tucker. What's going on? You don't need to talk. You can let Melton. Thank you, Duke. I appreciate that. And also, Hooker, awesome Hooker, please reprint your question because I was referred that you had asked the question and I did miss it. So if you could ask that again, he will gladly answer it. And what's going on, Melton? Oh, here's Melton John, socialist. Horse scores, yeah. Horse scores. Actually, I'd call it 4 horses and 7 rears ago.
Oh, here we go. Straight from the 4-poster bedroom. Wisdom. Straight from the 4-poster bedroom where he does this.
Oh, jeez.
And another thing. Here's I got another thing to tell you.
Barbie girl is a friend of mine. We
oh God,
help each other along there, and really, Melton, it's not your. I mean, don't be butthurt because there's this. I don't ask for it. I never do. If people want to donate, Boyd's big on it. If people want to donate to certain people and help the channel out, it all goes back into.
There you go. Another $50 on the side chat. $50.
Oh, well, Stellar, thank you, brother.
Stellar.
Beer for everybody, brother. Beer for everybody. I really appreciate that. Stella, you don't need to do that. But it's funny to watch Melton John Twitch over there. I don't know why. And look, you see what he said? Did you see what Melton John said there, Tucker? He says that I weaseled my way into one of your side chats. First of all, Melton, this is my side chat, not Tucker's. Tucker and I have become fond of each other on each other's channels over the last month or so. Did you ask him to come on a panel? Probably not. I did because I like to have people on here and learn about them. I don't get butthurt because I don't get super chats or PayPal donations. I will never ask for it. I think it's tacky personally, and it is what it is. I don't know, man, but you're free to speak your mind here, Melton. If Melton John, the regular, comes in there.
Oh, there's another $10 on the super chat from my awesome hooker.
Thank you, awesome hooker. Don't hate the player, hate the game.
Are you seeing that, Melton John? Are you looking at those numbers?
Melton, come on, brother. You know what? I was one of the first people to congratulate you on your freaking 1,000 subs there. I don't know why you're coming at me. Thank you, thank you, awesome hooker, and thank you, Stellar, very much. Thank you, Barbie girl, the beautiful Barbie. Thank you, Ginger No Seal, with the $1 to top it off there with the cherry. Yeah, she got the cherry on top. Ginger No Seal. Thank you. Oh, geez. Melton, you.
Oh no! There's my there's the, no.
Melton John, what happened? Thank you, Totally Tucker. Hi, Logan. How you doing, Journal? Great to see you. Thank you, Tucker, for that $20 Canadian.
It's only like 89 cents because it's Canadian, right?
Oh no! Don't do that. There's Ginger, another $1. Jeez.
We love Melton.
Giovanni says Bergs and I are teaming up. I'm going to assume that's another Melton account.
You realize I'm doing all this from the bathroom, right?
Are you? That's all right. It's almost a bathroom break. I'm going to take probably a 2-minute bathroom break myself in just a couple minutes here. Come on, Melton. Don't be butthurt, man, as the boy calls it.
Look, I just ordered an entire case of butthurt cream off of BNN Network.
Is that what you're doing in there? Oh.
Myself, I am more than happy to send you half of that case for your own ass.
Thank you. Oh, me? Oh, well, I'll say.
No, not for you, for Melton. He can have half that case.
Oh, geez. Awesome hooker. Thank you, awesome hooker, for that $4.99 super chat. Melton, just so you know, you will never get this unless you donate to yourself. And by the way, Total Tucker says, "Woo! Can we get a woo for a Barbie girl? $100. Let's get a woo in the chat there for Stellar's $50 very generous donation as well, and another woo to Awesome Hooker for that $9.99 super chat, along with Totally Tucker. Let's give him a big woo for his $20 Canadian. And once again, Awesome Hooker with a $5 Melton, just so you know. Just so you know. I won't take money from everyone. Well, good. Don't take it. Then
you actually have zero choice in the matter. Let's see you try and stop it.
I don't ask for it.
I know you didn't. I'm just saying, if you know what, if they want to give, because you are a delightful host and you have you're positive. Believe me,
I try to be positive.
They're giving from the right place. I, however, just did it to piss off somebody. My intentions were not good. So I'm sorry.
I do. Yeah, I do. Thank you, Cooper. Yeah, I do have enough. I do have enough.
And all we demand in return is your soul.
That's fine.
And a lock of hair.
Oh, well, Lindy told me to cut it. And she was like, send it to one of those charity things you can for cancer. Because let me tell you something, women die for my hair. Look, Tucker, look at the volume.
Oh, don't tease me, man. I'm a slaphead. I'd kill for hair.
Yeah, well, that's all right. I mean, that's what I'm saying. That's what it's here for. I may donate it because you know what, my mother has gone through. Now, when my mother gained breast cancer, they gave her two options. They gave her radiation and they gave her chemotherapy. She chose chemotherapy and recovered very well. Unfortunately, she did contract bone cancer, went to bone cancer after that around 4 years later. So she fought it for a while. and won. And you know, yeah,
Can I make a suggestion?
yeah,
What you need to do is to take that money. If you're going to join Boyd, you need to go out to Best Buy and buy another mic. Because if you're going to hang around Boyd, the chances of you taking your original mic and doing that are very high. Buy a backup mic.
You know what, Tucker? This is my Yeti Blue, which will give a review right now. The Yeti Blue is an amazing mic, but I don't have it since my OBS isn't running right now because I'm having issues with. I don't actually have. I'm used to streaming OBS Streamlabs through my PS4 on PlayStation Network.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
So this is not even. This isn't even live right now. This is brand new. I hardly used it.
Actually, that's one of the best ones you can buy.
Yeah. Oh, I love it. I love it to death. It's so good. But I agree with you. So normally I'll just bang my head on the wall.
And another trick is to do this when you get really pissed. Keep calm.
Yeah.
Take your hands and sit on them.
Oh.
Because I'm notorious for when I start misspelling stuff in the side chat. You know I'm screwed. Shit about to go down.
Yeah.
But you know what? At the end of the day, they are a great bunch of people. They're a great bunch of. We all know about their transgressions, yes, and mine as well. But you know what? At the end of the day, when the smoke clears, they are good, decent people, and I like them very much.
Yeah.
Sometimes we all do shit we regret. We do.
Absolutely.
Just look a little bit beyond it. That's all.
I agree. And thank you, Lindy. Have a good night. Appreciate that.
Except for Cooper. I thought he was coming to my house this morning. So
Oh, sorry about that, David Guns. I'll make sure I try not to. I'll refrain from it if I got to do that. Awesome Hooker. I am in the Northeast PA, Pennsylvania area. I am around 15 minutes outside of Allentown, Pennsylvania, which again, the great song from Allentown.
Yeah, there's a song about that.
Yeah, my father worked proudly at the Bethlehem Steel for over almost 45 years until he was laid off, like most. Bethlehem Steel's pension sucks. You want to know what happened? When he was employed for around until he died, they were getting $900 pension. But when he died, they took my $900 and now giving my mother $90 a month. $90 a month for 45 years in the corporate shipping and receiving business in the Bethlehem Steel. So thanks, Bethlehem Steel.
Wow.
So that's what that's real shit. And the Bethlehem Steel has done great things for this country, and I will not in the United States. So I will not. I'm not denying them that, but that's the realism when it gets down to it.
Well, you know what? You know what? You should take this to heart. You are brand new to Boyd, and you just got the best welcome I think I've seen in all my years on Boyd. So consider that and take it to heart.
Oh, I take it to heart, and I don't know what I'm doing here. I just try to bring it how it is and bring the truth and just bring people together.
I have a question for you. You're from Pennsylvania. Do you say creek or crick?
Creek. We say both. There's certain people say cricks, other people say creek. I'm a creek guy myself.
Me too.
I'm a creek guy myself.
Good.
Let me roll up here.
You got the best reception I've seen, and I hope you continue doing what you're doing because, man, we all need a little more sincerity on YouTube. You know, we need it. You know, we really do.
Yeah, I agree. David Guns, actually, Tucker, David Guns just sent you a case of lube to help with that bug plug and that rooster tail.
Let me tell you, if there isn't a frying pan with that case of lube, I'm sending it return to sender.
Ivy Rose is here. Mona Rigg, how you doing? I'm just catching up, even though half of these people may be gone already. But hey, Wispy, thank you. You don't need to time Melton John, or you need to hide him. He's fun to have in chat.
No,
okay.
I'm going to cut out soon.
Yeah, we're going to wrap it up here. As a matter of fact, I was just about to wrap it up here, Tucker. It's been going for quite a bit there.
Yeah.
I want to. We're coming up here on almost midnight on my time. I want to thank everybody for coming in here, and most of all, I want to thank Tucker, totally Tucker. And again, I will be leaving a link in the description below, and for you guys to head over there and show your support. I want to thank you, Tucker, very, very much for giving me the opportunity to come on and speak with me tonight.
Oh, not a problem. And like I said, just to reiterate, the people in your side chat are the cream of the crop, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And there are many more that just don't know you, but they will shortly. And you're going to have a full house at some point. Just keep doing what you're doing, buddy. Just keep
I'm going to do my best, brother. I'm going to do my best. I'm just, and Mystic Angels, how you doing? And I just, Tucker, you suck. It's crick.
It's crick and water. I'm going to the crick to put my feet in the water.
No, geez. Well, I want to make. Hopefully, I can. I've never been to Canada. I am a hockey player.
Oh, are you really?
Oh, yeah. I play ice hockey. Are you kidding, man? I'm playing for years now.
I'm defense, but I'm so old now. There's don't hit me, don't hit me.
I'm defense too. I'm defense too. I know about the best technique. If you want to be sneaky, man, the best technique is you jam the tip of your stick into the
your skate
board. Oh yeah, right in their ribs when they come to check you on the board. You just put that stick out there.
No, we just wait till no one's looking, and then the fights break out. Then there's nothing worse than a bunch of overweight, gray-haired old pricks in the change room arguing with each other.
Oh, I know about it. I'm in the Geezer League.
Yeah,
it's $400 a year, but it's 35 and up. But you meet some amazing people. I've been skating actually with a guy who's been teaching me a lot, Dick Johnson. Yes, his name is Dick Johnson, and he's been playing defense. He actually uses a 4-foot stick.
Right.
His stick so far down, his stick is cut. He's just like, nah, I don't need a long stick to poke, and he pokes everything. He's amazing.
Well, in my league, when I used to play, the most hilarious thing I've ever heard, and it would always happen at least once per game. Where is the puck?
Yeah. Oh my God.
You can't follow the damn thing.
Oh no! Imagine
we'd lose the damn thing in the corner somewhere.
Oh my God! It's great. Well, imagine if there's, I don't think it would be great having a nice charity event with a white puck.
Oh yeah.
That'd be something interesting.
Yeah.
Oh geez.
Anyways, I'm going to cut out.
Yeah.
You did a great job. Thank you,
Chat,
for welcoming a new member of Voight. He's going to keep things nice and even and calm, and
I'm going to try.
Good job, man. Anyway, everybody in the side chat, you know how I feel about you. And thank you very much for having me on. I enjoyed this. Do more of these. There are a lot of people that probably would like to be interviewed. Hey,
I'm willing to interview anybody. You guys can find. Make sure to check out my playlist on SiX's Social FiX for all my interviews and great talk shows that people really had chimed in and have been very supportive of. That Killer Had Blood. Make sure you guys will follow up on when I post the link there in the bottom after the show for Tucker's channel, and show him that love. He's got great content over there, whether he says it or not. You guys have been so supported. I want to thank everybody for those super chats. That's not necessary, guys. It all goes back into the community and trying to make the channel better. I appreciate everybody coming out tonight. And with that being said, Tucker, do you have any final words for the folks here?
Send me Funkos.
There you go, folks. And that's another SiX's Social FiX here for Totally Tucker. I am your host for Scores and 7 Beers Ago. And we will see you on the next one. Peace, Tucker, and peace, chat. Love y'all.
See you, buddy. See you, side chat.